Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Amnesia and Science. We are now in Chapter 3, where we return to the Oddballs after their somewhat crazy first mission of hunting down a bounty and inadvertently causing some mass panic by retrieving an artifact. They found themselves drifting apart after that first mission with nothing to do. So we cut to Tate. You find yourself down at your house near Cliffside, or standing along the docks holding a large rope, waiting for the signal to pull it up. Um, you have just you've of course you've been contemplating getting a boat for some time, and as you wait, you hear footsteps approach, and a familiar voice calls out to you. Zartrol, do you want to introduce yourself?
Tate, long time no see.
I thought I smelled trouble on the air, and I could feel it in the knee wound you left me years ago. How's it going?
Little fight here and there.
Just here and there? You getting old age?
No, I got thrown punched.
So what brings you to this area?
Just looking for work.
In that case, grab a rope. Let's heave.
At that moment, Tate, you feel a tug on the rope. You need to pull it up. Do you want to do a strength check?
Yeah.
Okay. As he's doing that, Zartrol, can you tell us about what kind of race your character is and how he knows Tate?
He is a orc barbarian, and he knows Tate because when he first became an adult, he went to a bar, he got drunk, and then ended up on a pirate ship after passing out.
I got a 21 on the check, by the way.
You tug so hard. Not only do you pull the rope out so fast, you accidentally pull the poor Triton who is busy removing barnacles down there and holding onto it, so he slams right into the deck. Ow! What the hell, man?
Well, that'll test your reflexes in the morning.
What part of gently do you not understand?
I can't spell gently, so I don't know what it means.
Triton just grumbles as he heaves himself up while rubbing his head. And at that moment, a curious-looking face appears from the water. Thanks very much for helping out, guys. It was really getting hard removing those barnacles down there. Tate, in front of you is a creature called a Grindilo. A visual representation, they are a mix of a humanoid shark and an octopus.
Do I know this person?
Yeah.
Gonna not imagine. Always a pleasure working with you guys, especially seeing how you keep the ships from being eaten by weird parasitic crustacean things.
Yeah, they can be a hassle. I'd say this makes us even from that time you saved me from that Kraken.
Oh, probably.
Oh no!
Shudders at the thought of the Kraken.
Wait, no! It was I who saved you.
You saved me. I saved you. Someone saved someone. Either way, debt's been paid.
Yep. Well, until next time, take care. And she does a swan dive back into the water. At that moment, you hear footsteps approaching you all. As you turn to look, you see it is a tired-looking dwarf holding what appears to be a letter.
No, you look like trouble. Turn around.
You Tate.
Yes.
Better for you.
You seem exhausted.
I am.
Here, have a beer. Hands him a beer from my backpack.
I was looking for payment, but that works too. Yeah, Cortson just
Consider it a
chugs.
tip.
Cortson just chugs it. Oh God! What? Oh, what is that? What is that Navy rum?
Yes, it is. Tosses some to Zatrol as well.
I'll catch it.
Do you want to take a swig of some Navy rum?
You'll remember this fondly. And by fondly, I mean maybe not so fondly.
I'll pop the cork and give it a sniff.
It smells like cheap Jamaican booze.
yeah, that.
I don't miss the smell of this.
Yeah, but after you drink it for so long, it starts to taste less like sawdust and more like just disappointment.
In the back of your mind, Tate, you remember the old chef from your crew? It's the only thing, sirs. The only thing.
What that man could do cooking with it, though.
You gonna check out what the letter is?
Yeah, I'll read the letter.
All right. Scribbled inside, you see it's very vague on details, but it is an invitation as of coordinates for a new job.
Well, isn't this convenient? You roll in town looking for work. Dwarf brings me a letter saying I have work. Well, let's get to it. I'm going to grab Zoltra by the collar and just start walking towards the area.
The dwarf just goes, ahem, holds out his hand.
I'm going to give him another bottle of beer and keep walking.
Fuck it, you hear him say. Zortel, do you do anything as he grabs you by the collar and drags you away?
Not really, because I'm used to it at this moment.
What at this moment?
I'm used to being dragged around by him.
All right, as the two of you head out, we're going to cut to another member of the team, one that I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with, a very mischievous young drow elf, who is currently sneaking her way out of her room via the window onto a roof.
Their way.
Them. My bad. Sorry.
You're fine.
Roll stealth. Sorry about that. Roll stealth. With advantage.
Shit.
With advantage as an apology.
Thank you. 18. The other one was a 6, but 18 is the final roll.
You successfully close the window behind you and leap to the next roof. We even got a sigh of relief that you're finally out of the house once again.
I decide to sit on the current roof I'm seated on, and I take off my bag because I have a feeling I'm wearing my bag with the items I actually took for myself from the previous endeavors, and I decide to investigate them.
Does one of the items include that mysterious thing you found?
Yep.
All right, you lay them out before you. Which one do you want to focus on the most right now?
So I'll just investigate the one with like Draconic on it, since I would imagine during this whole time skip, Gel's managed to fresh up a little bit on their Draconic.
Okay, that's fair. You've been stuck inside. You might as well do something. But
Exactly.
But of course, it's got to be about learning.
Exactly. Do I roll for being able to translate?
Roll. I'm gonna say roll history. since
18.
it is ancient. From it, you can tell that from the letters you can make out, they are some kind of it is some kind of binding ritual,
Mm.
and you can definitely make out warnings.
All right.
Why they are what is inside, and why they've been placed there, you still do not know.
All right. I decide to. Okay, so since I managed to investigate that, figuring out that it's possible, like there's possible warnings on the binding runes. I'm gonna investigate the other items just for
Right.
the heck of it, seeing like
Refresh
what
my
is
memory.
useful.
Refresh my memory. What items are there?
Hold on, let me look back at the character sheet, see what I got. Shit. Excuse my language, by the way.
Good. We're past the 1 minute mark.
Oh, okay, cool.
Perfect. Fuck them.
Anyways, I genuinely don't remember. I'm looking at my character sheet and I don't see it.
Did you not mark it all down in your inventory?
Nope, I didn't because I'm big dumb.
I remember what I mean, for the most part, you just grabbed extra coins and everything. But another unique item you did get was that, if you remember, of course you weren't there for it because you had to leave. But removed a piece of an old elevator, a panel that had a Medusa engraved on it.
Oh yeah, I'll investigate that actually too.
All right, roll investigation.
Sure.
They have an old silver panel. They have a health potion that they took from the store. They
Another
have the
18.
box of
Another
mysterious items
18.
from the train.
Oh no!
I rolled
she
another
didn't,
18.
oh no, she didn't keep the box. She gave that to the sergeant.
Okay.
She kept the one unique item.
They.
God damn it! Sorry, they. God damn it, sorry. Sorry.
You're fine.
Okay, another 18. It's just a elevator panel, the fancy engraving.
Oh, okay. You know, looking at this panel, I think I could probably sell this for some scrap and get some good money
Yeah.
out of it.
Might even stop by my favorite bar.
I don't know.
So you said
Um,
the panel was made out of silver, right?
Yes. Let
How
me
big
double.
is the panel?
yeah, how
double
big
check.
is it?
Let me double check. Give me a sec. It does not say.
Mm.
I assume it's just. It is just like old like steel. I'm gonna say that.
Okay, steel, not silver.
Did I ever say it was silver? I generally don't
Yes.
recall.
Yes, you said originally it was made out of silver.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then yes.
So
Yeah, it's silver.
fudging numbers, saying it's roughly 2 pounds. It takes about 10 coins of silver to make 1 pound, so that's about 20 silver.
All right, cool. I mutter to myself, like contemplating a lot of this stuff. So I end up so I end up just shoving everything back in my bag and I start running around the rooftops to find a shop
But
not far to sell the scraps.
and also to get some fresh air.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be selling the runes though. Like the special shit, I'm not gonna be selling, of course, because I have a feeling that could be very much so useful later on in the story.
As you're parkouring over the roofs, make a dexterity saving throw. No, not a saving throw, a dexterity check.
So I add my dex.
as well as straight D20 and add your dex.
I rolled 18 plus 4. That's well over 20. So,
As you jump across a
yeah.
roof, a mechanical hand reaches up to you, and as you're sailing over it, you give it a slick high five.
Nice.
And as you land on the roof, a mechanical voice laughs out. Haven't changed a bit, have you? And as you turn around, you see something pull itself onto the roof. And if you want to look in character arc, recognize it as Clef, the locksmith Warforged.
Oh, hi, Cleft. How you doing?
Been well, buddy. Been well. Been following up on that info you told me about that Warforged who died strangely.
Shoot, I forgot about that because Mom and Dad were sort of screaming at me a lot for running away.
You don't have to tell me twice. I heard it from 4 rooftops over.
Exactly.
So I can confirm. Rumor has it that it was a gear mess.
Shit.
Things have not been looking good down in the underworld.
I would imagine so.
I hear that you and your pals, you guys might have entered the line of sight of the Overseer.
Wait, we've entered. Wait. The Overseer?
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah, character. You remember who that is, right?
No, I don't.
Do you want to roll an out of character history check?
Fuck up, no, because I'm gonna fucking forget. I'm gonna get like a 2 or some shit.
The Overseer is the leader of Dusk.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. I'm surprised that we ended up getting into the eyes of that guy.
Well, considering how you did kill a lot of his men and got one of the Dusk lieutenants arrested, are you genuinely that surprised?
I mean, we're doing the sorry town good for something, you know.
If you say so, but you still at the end of the day, you're still just a kid, you know.
I beg to differ. I may be young and spunky and shit like that, but I'm having fun. I'm making my youth.
That's all well and good, Joe. Just be careful. I don't want to see you end up like your dad.
I know. Don't remind me. Any other reason though why you decided to stop me from jumping from roof to roof though?
I can't hang out with a little mischief maker who brings me such delight and trade.
I don't know, man. Any letters though that was not that like, you know, is probably written to me?
Well, now that you mention it, and he reaches into a compartment in his chest and pulls out a very fancy-looking letter.
That looks like that letter looks expensive. Wait, what kind of wax is used there? That wax could probably be sold for some good money.
He
He
actually is
gold in that wax.
He actually is laughing at that. Well, if you're that keen on it, trade.
I'm not trading you a thing. You know how I am. You know how I am, buddy.
You know how I am when it comes to a trade. Have I ever let you down?
Just give me the damn letter. It has my name on it.
No fun. And he just plops it into your hand.
I casually rip open the letter, making sure that the wax that was using to steal it does not get damaged. And like, I grab out the paper inside to read.
Roll a sleight of hand as you open it.
Oh my fucking god! 14.
You rip open the letter and don't damage the wax, but you certainly you don't open the letter in any nice way.
I mean, I will never open up a letter in any nice way possible, anyways, because that's how I fucking am. So.
And inside, once again, inside is a invitation to a location, but all that's there is coordinates.
Why? This is. Yo.
Look at me! I didn't. Don't look at me! I didn't write the thing.
You know exactly where these coordinates are, or some shit like that. You know what?
He takes the letter, and you see his one big eye glow red.
Mm.
Yeah, it's where you first went. It's where you went on your first. It's where you arrived on your first mission.
Oh shit! So they're wanting me back there. Oh boy. I guess I'm gonna get going then and see what the hell's up there. I'll see you around, dude.
All right, but seriously though, Joe, be careful.
I know. I'm gonna. I plan to.
All right, and with that, he's like you notice he's wearing a scarf. And that's become a little undone. He wraps it back around his neck and proceeds to make his way back down. We should meet up again sometime. Grab a drink.
Oh, definitely. Jill says as like they also adjust their scarf. And start to run off to said coordinates.
All right. And with that, we're going to cut to Dune. Dune, as you're gliding through the air, just thinking about the day, just enjoying yourself, like enjoying the nice air against you as the sun warms you from above. And from below, you hear, and in your arms, you feel some squirming. This is bullshit. And as you look down at the gnome who you just caught, your latest bounty.
Shut it down there. I'm doing my job and you keep your mouth shut. That's how it usually goes.
All I did was kick an officer. That doesn't really justify a bounty.
It's your head on which is the money, so I'm not questioning it.
Oh, it's always the same with you bounty hunters. Money this, money that.
You try to live without money.
As you two bicker back and forth, you get closer to the to a Sharn watch. They never really call it a police. They never. I don't recall what it's called again, but it is similar to a police station. I could not find it in this giant book.
Then let us call it a police station.
The Sharn watch station. We'll call it that. You're gonna swoop down?
Definitely.
Okay. Make a performance check to see how well you stunt. To see how well you stunt.
Okay. That's 18.
You pretty much land doing a somewhat lackluster superhero pose, but you still pull it off. You don't really get any round of applause from any bystanders or Sean Watch guys on duty.
I basically just go right ahead, do my job, and bring the literally little criminal inside.
You just walk in like RoboCop, charge him. You go up to the front desk, and how do you hand over the gnome?
One gnome for the taking. I assume usual pay method.
I think. Give me a sec. The guy behind the counter says as he looks up the bounty before approaching a desk in the corner. You see him take out a lockbox, count up some coins, put them in a very small soak bag, bring it back, and you have your payment.
I take the bag with a smile and go right ahead to see if there's more work to do.
All right. Do you want to go up to the bounty board or something like that?
Do I have the chance to call up someone I know from the guard?
No. I know who you're referring to, but yeah, no, not on this
No,
day.
I'm not referring to someone specifically. I'm just asking, can I ask someone who's working there instead of going to an open bounty board?
No, not really. They don't really. You're not on pal terms. You're not technically. You work with them, but you're not technically on pal terms with any of them.
Well, then the bounty board it is.
As you approach the board, do you want to do an investigation check to see which of the bounties are the juiciest?
Sure. That's a 15.
15.
15, indeed.
There are a few that catch your eye, so you pocket them. Nothing, no one too major. You do have a small bit of annoyance because he is not on the board. You relax because he can't hide forever.
One day he'll be in my class.
My big meaty claws.
You know, my character's an Aarakocran, so yes, he has claws. Or rather,
I know.
talents. Anyways, I check up which is the first bounty and prepare to head out for it.
Alright, as you're doing that, you are exiting the station. You hear a voice call out to you.
I turn to see who it is.
It is a young elf girl approaching you. She's dressed as a messenger, and she is holding a letter.
I first of all look puzzled, given that I'm that easily found by someone like them, but then approach them. So, what is it you want? I'm kind of busy here.
Nothing, sir, but are you a Dune Dweller?
That's what they know me by.
Letter for you.
I highly appreciate it. Well, I take the letter and give the courier the money they deserve and a little tip.
She gives you a small curtsy before moving on.
I go straight to opening the letter with my talons and just reading right into it.
Again, it is a invitation to a set of coordinates.
Well, this looks like a fun little hunt. I put most of the bounties I grabbed back on the board and then fly straight out to go to these coordinates.
Oh, you already left the station. You were outside the station when she approached you. You were already carrying them.
Yeah, but I'm bring most of them back inside because I know that if I do this now, I will have less time for the bounties.
So what, you're putting it back on the board, or are you just going to pocket them for later?
Fuck it, I'm a pocket them for later.
Okay. As you take off, we are then gonna cut to everyone's favorite detective, Earl.
Hopefully, I don't have any failed investigation rolls.
You are sitting in your office, mulling over some cases that you've solved, waiting for something new to come in.
Anybody have anything that needs to be done?
As you lay back in your seat, your eyes sort of navigate the room. You want to roll investigation?
Do we really want me to roll investigation?
It's up to you.
We're gonna
They
do
don't
it.
want to, but they need to.
If it's good luck, I literally just rolled a 20.
Natural or
Natural 20.
damn? All right.
I
Inside,
know.
inside are a bunch of like memorabilia from like old books, some old papers from like old involving old cases, rewards you got from some of the clients you helped. In the corner, there is a hat and pipe that you keep in like a glass case because they belong to your creator.
He walks over to the glass case and kind of like, touches it in remembrance, trying to remember something.
Elementary, my dear. um, trying to remember something. You want to roll a history check?
Yes, hopefully he remembers something.
Okay, what are you trying to remember?
I can't do that math real quick. Hold on. That is 17.
Okay, and what are you trying to remember?
Just pretty much, at least like where, like the general area.
I'll let you know is that last you saw him, he left the city on a very important case. Something he said was he could not ignore, and he never came back.
Can't just be leaving me behind. We need at least something needs to be here.
All I got is my tea.
All I got's my tea and my poor investigation skills.
Poor investigation. Okay, I could have sworn I heard a different word, but I'm not going to go into it.
Oh no! You know that song, "What Was I Made For"?
Yeah.
It's like playing in the back of his head.
It's on like an old record player in the background.
One slow tear falls down his cheek. It's just a little tea stain.
You are briefly startled when you hear a knock at the door.
What? Who is it?
It's the landlord.
Oh, what did I do this time?
Roll a perception check.
Oh no. Hold on. That is a 5.
You. All I could say is you know that's not the landlord's voice.
When's my rent due? He shouts through the door.
Fuck, I don't know. Check the date on the bottom of my boot. I got something for you.
Well, if you ain't gonna be honest, how am I gonna let you into my office?
For crying out loud! And you just see at the bottom. You just see him struggle to put in slide the an envelope through the bottom of the door. He rolled a 2, so it's going very poorly.
There's a literal mail slot on the door. You don't have to do it the hard way.
At that moment, the paper just stops, slowly pulled out, and just dropped into the mail slot.
There you go. You might want to find another job to be a carrier if that's what you're gonna do.
No response.
Alrighty then. He's probably gonna look at the letter, like the outside of the letter, and make sure there's nothing suspicious, nothing sus about it.
Nothing sus.
Sus? Among Us?
Investigation again?
Well, hopefully it's...
If you do want to check it to see if it's, like, safe.
Hold on. That is a 16.
It's just a regular letter.
Alright, hopefully it's another case. He opens it up, or he uses his letter opener and opens up through the top.
Okay. It is an invitation and a set of coordinates.
Oh, why did I have to open it up? Let's see what this party's all about.
I gotta do something but drink tea.
I know. Wallowing in my own self-pity over here. He's gonna start heading over to that location.
Alright. About an hour later, you all arrive at the destination. Wait,
Nope.
no. Forget that, no. I forgot Zoe.
Okay.
I forgot Zoe.
No.
Wait,
Oh,
wait, we forgot
mind
someone.
wipe. And it was all a dream.
You're late. You already
Yeah.
said we were here. Zoe's here and she didn't have to do anything. Woo!
No! Zoe, I call to you from beyond the past.
Alright, everybody, go back to sleep. Rewind.
Whoopity-whoopity-woo. Right after you head out, we are now going to cut to Brenna.
Can I just say I was giggling like a dumbass about that? It's okay.
He said, haha, I'm free.
No, don't have. I can finally take a nap. Oh, god damn it.
I'm giggling too much. I can't remember what I was going to say. Fuck.
Did you want me to reintroduce you?
Yes, please.
Brenna, you are heading to a certain location. That is both a familiar and a comfort to you. You haven't been there in some time, but you like to drop by when you can. A set of stairs, you eventually come across a dainty little shop that resembles an animal hospital.
Veterinary office.
You. A sign at the top reads Corrales Healing House. What are you gonna do?
After this big yawn. Yeah.
Okay, after the big yawn, what are you gonna do?
I hit in there.
Without knocking? Such manners.
While knocking.
You knock on the door, and you go in, or do you wait?
I'll wait.
Eventually, the door is answered by another halfling. Oh. Hi, Brenna. You finally made it.
Yep.
Come on,
Finally did.
come on in. They're waiting for you.
And she goes in.
As you enter the place, you see it's a little bit of a mess. Sorry about this. We've been a little packed lately.
Oh, it's fine.
She leads you through the hospital. You know, actually, no recap. It doesn't look like an animal hospital. It looks like a makeshift hospital for anything. But yeah, let's go with that. She leads you to eventually what resembles a study. She knocks on the door. And after a few seconds, you hear a faint come in from a voice you know all too well. The halfling nods to you before walking away. And what do you do?
I wait so I can enter.
I mean, she literally said, "Come in."
Oh, I go in.
As you go inside, you see a very fancy-looking study, books everywhere, a few birds flying around, and in two separate corners of the room, you see two halflings who are studying. They both turn to look at you when you enter, and two smiles come across your faces. There are two, uh, um, a male and a female, both having a resemblance to you. You know them as Corella di Durasco, the female, who is a very prominent member of House Durasco, a very prominent healer. And the other you know as Jen Assar. They are your mom and dad.
Hi, Mom.
Right?
Hi, Dad.
Corella
What
di
I had to.
Durasco. Corella di Durasco, your mother, immediately walks towards you and gives you a very big hug, followed by your dad, Janissar. Hi, sweetie. Oh, it's so good to see you. How have you been?
I've been good. Mostly just been making new friends.
We heard a rumor you were wrapped up in some crazy fight at a lightning rail station. Your dad comments.
A little.
Well, enough about that. I'm just glad to see you here. It's been we haven't seen each other since funeral.
Yeah, it has been a while. But at least everybody's gotten a little bit better.
Your mom leads you to a chair to sit you down, pouring you a little bit of tea. So, how is have any of your new ventures come forth yet, or are you still looking?
I'm still searching. It's a little bit difficult. Most of them are just of like finding big guys or basically trying to find someone's lost pet, which basically is in a dungeon full of crazy lunatics that want to tear my soul apart.
They both look at you with concern. God, I like to imagine you say that and you just do that giggle with your with crazy eyes.
I mean, it works.
Jesus, okay. Um, are you quick to relay their fears? Like you also do healing, or what do you do?
I do tell them that I decided to do some healing ones, which didn't really give me too much, but yeah, at least it was something.
That does relay their fears, though. You notice your mom is still looking at you with slight worry. No, dear, there's always a place for you to work at House Durasco.
I know. I still like to go and explore, you know?
We were just so surprised when you left and you tend to focus so much more on just old old skills and pastimes instead of making yourself more well known and with your magic and trying to study more.
That is true. But I also try to use that, try to find ways to study from also the questing, but nothing has really popped up. It's mostly for like the wizards instead of clerics. Granted, most of them are fireballs.
Like your dad chuckles at that. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Conversation sort of drifts off from there, and you all just sit in like a little bit of awkward silence, sipping tea.
As usual.
which is soon interrupted by a knock at the door. Who is it? Like Jenna, who is it? Your dad asks. Another voice comes through. A letter came for your daughter, sir. Come in. And another halfling comes in, a male one this time, and he approaches you and hands over a fancy-looking letter.
She takes it. Thank you.
And he nods and leaves.
She opens it there. Like she opens up the letter.
It is an invitation and a set of coordinates.
Oh, looks like I'm being invited to something. I'll be sure to try to send some letters to you, Mom and Dad.
Your mom does look a little worried. I don't like you going on quests just out of nowhere, but I won't stop you. Just please be careful and think about what we said.
I will. Thank you. And she
You
gives them
gonna
both hugs.
finish your tea?
Mm-hmm. I say as I drink water. Yes. Yes, she finishes her tea as I drink my water.
And I'm just here drinking my apple juice.
Bitch, get your own juice.
Yeah, get your own fucking jug of juice. I'll mute it. I'm sorry. I had to put in the comedic action.
You're fine. That'd be a funny blooper.
I'll leave it in.
Fuck yeah!
I just choked on the rest of my doctor.
Jesus,
my
Jill.
Pepsi, oh my God.
Jill, don't kill our players.
Hey, I'm not chaotic evil. I'm chaotic good.
For the most, I'm chaotic
Well,
good.
there's a bit of doubt in that.
I'm chaotic good for the most part.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
So, not only is Jill getting our characters killed, she's getting us killed in real life. That
Me as
extra
well gonna
step.
die of laughter.
Jill just goes jazz hands.
Why do I see that?
To anybody who's listening and watching in, please try to draw that out, please.
Just Jill to. Well, first you need to put out artwork of what Jill looks like.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
And don't worry, people. And don't worry, viewers. Artwork of the new characters is coming. Just we got a lot on our plates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That.
So yeah, she did finish her tea, and then she started packing up to get ready to go.
Right. An hour later. It's like early afternoon. You all are surprised, for them a little bit, to find yourselves back at Lyrandar Tower, the location where you all started on your first mission, where you all met.
Jill wasn't surprised. They knew because of their friend telling them.
I did say for a little bit. But the six of you But I'll meet up at the same platform where you first started.
Why does this feel familiar?
Jill suddenly hops down in front of Earl and is like, "Oh, hi."
Oh, great. Don't tell him I'm babysitting you again.
I guess you are, because I also got that invitation.
No!
Darth Vader, no!
You hear, like, the sight clattering of stuff going on inside of Earl. Sorry, my teapot's just cracked.
Nice.
Well, seeing that Gel's here, I give off a sigh of relief. Well, at least you're not as much of a bother as the rest of the people I have to deal with is. You wouldn't believe how gruesome the work of a bounty hunter could be.
At least it's not as hard as trying to find a job to do, so you can do more studying.
Bounty hunting is always an open business. I could introduce you to it.
Do they have ways where you can study more for cleric? Because all I've gotten was nothing but wizards that want to learn more of Fireball.
I didn't know wizards drank alcohol.
A lot of these wizards that just like Fireball are just arsonists in disguise, and I love them.
Socially accepted arsonists.
Exactly.
Come in from around the corner, look at everybody, be like, "Oh, welp. Someone paid a lot of money for a lot of disappointment if we're all here."
Hey, listen, I've gotten a little bit better on investigating stuff.
Well, that's good. You couldn't have gotten worse.
Hey, at least I'm a little more controllable on the chaos this time.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, you're right.
Outside of Tate, the rest of you notice a newcomer with him.
Who's the
Who's
new
that
one?
buddy with you?
Could I, before we continue with that, I would love to go over to Tate and you know that like bro handshake.
Dylan, you son of a bitch!
Exactly that.
Got you pushing too many pencils.
Aha. I see you're still alive, despite my best efforts sending people towards you. I mean, you're still alive.
Oh come on, I'm not that easily killed. I survived till now. I will survive a while on. So what about you? Been
Well,
on the
see,
sea?
the best part about being a bounty hunter is bounty hunters aren't liked. If I tell the bounties that you're hunting them, they're going to come to you. It makes your job easier.
And more exciting. So you've been out on the sea or
I
just been
wish down at the docks mostly ran into this troublemaker. Points to Zetral. It's one of my old shipmates and one of the few that survived when the Dark Elf decided he was going to take over and try and change things.
all I want to know about him is does he hit as hard as you do?
Sometimes harder.
Then he's a welcome addition to this. What do we call ourselves? Oddballs? Is that the final we stood at?
I'm
Sure.
pretty sure that is.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
We need a better
Honestly,
name for
I'm
this group.
cool with anything at this fucking point. I don't really care.
Like I said, we need a better name for this group. Oddballs isn't really something to fear.
No, I'm going to be honest. I have to agree.
That's why it's perfect. Zartrol.
Glitch, thou shall kiss
June?
my
Yes.
behind.
What do you think as you take in all of Dune's crazy companions, quote unquote?
I kind of don't know what you think. On one
Does
hand,
he even know what we
this,
are?
on one hand, this might give me work. On the other hand, I'm other than Tate, I'm around complete strangers.
Well, let me give you that much information. You'll definitely have work if you came here on the same regards as I think most of us did. Just to clarify, who else got a weird invitation with coordinates to this place?
You know, it's
Brenna
not my
just
first
raises
or
her
last
hand
letter.
and she's like nomming on some random food on a table that she found. Still steaming hot.
Second breakfast, I assume.
I think so, yeah. She's just
Could be
like,
posted to
I am
brunch.
hungry, I need food.
Want some tea, Brenna?
I
Brew
take
you
a
up
sip
some
of
to
that
go with the
alcohol that
whatever you're
Tate gave
eating.
me.
What'd you say?
I take a sip of the alcohol Tate gave me. I have it. It's here.
That'll burn the hairs out of your nose right there.
The
We're
only
getting on the
thing.
job already.
What is this sober you speak of? Pops open a bottle of rum and starts drinking.
That's the Tate I know and love. Now then,
There we go.
anyone got a clue why we got invited to this place?
I'm gonna look
Beats
at Earl
me.
and be like, I bet they do.
Hey, I had this guy pretend to be my landlord to give this to me, okay? So, what makes you
Oh,
think I might know?
The investigator still doesn't have a clue. Just like
Hey.
old times.
Come on, detective, investigate.
He looks like nervously in his hands. I'm gonna read the back of the envelope.
I don't work under pressure.
Jill
You guys
walks
put
in
me on the
between the
spot.
group and they basically put their hands to try to put things between everyone and just tries to push them away from Earl. Like, just give this investigator some dang space. You're overwhelming him, the guy.
Well, first off,
Hey,
I'm
just
not
because I'm
close to them,
shorter than you.
so that's good. Secondly, I mean, if they can't investigate in a crowd, what good are they?
Even then, sometimes some people get overwhelmed if they're pressured into doing something, and it happens to me a lot myself.
Well,
so
that thing can brew its own tea, so I assume there's pressure in there somewhere.
Hey, exactly. I don't work well under pressure. I got too much pressure inside of me.
But without that pressure, you wouldn't be able to make your tea.
So
True.
another question around here. I know we all have like a certain qualifications to be here, but what's with that sassy little child? Points at Jill.
excuse me?
Weren't they supposed to be with their parents or something, like on the grounded or whatever?
I stuck out.
Well,
Basically.
parents. Never heard of them.
This is Gel we're talking about. They get out whenever they want.
Exactly, bitch.
As you all are bickering amongst yourselves, I take it. I get the feeling everyone but Brenna and Zartrol are bickering. So Brenna and Zartrol, as the rest of them are bickering amongst each other, both of you roll perception checks.
Oh, lovely.
Check your messages, by the way. I'm not bickering. I sent you what I'm doing.
Okay, you said roll perception.
Yeah, roll
Okay, is
perception.
that like
Okay.
a D20?
Okay. So during all the bickering, Tate, for rolling an investigation, there's nothing at the area on the ground per se, like nothing there. But you do notice a shadow above you. A shadow starting to form above you all.
Oh, shoot.
Only Tate notices this.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, people, shut up and look.
Everyone shut up and point at
Jill listens in and they quickly shut up.
Wow, it works that easy. Okay, Brenna, did you do your roll?
Is it a D20 or?
Yeah.
D20.
And your perception.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, and your perception.
I gotta reroll that because it went down wrong.
Zatchel, did you roll perception?
Ugh.
Yes, I got a 19.
Okay. And Brenna?
5 plus my charisma thing. I got a 6.
Brenna,
I haven't used my. I just started using my dice and it's already fucking me. Thank you.
Brenna, you're just looking straight at the ground like, oh wow, this dirt's interesting.
I'm just like
Brenna.
zoning out like every ADHD person, just like.
Welcome to Pillow World, guys. Let me get up and greet you.
No. I have the perfect gift for that. Not a single thought behind those eyes.
Brenna, straight to the dice jail.
While Brenna does not spot anything amazingly, Zatchel, you at the same time as Tate noticed. Tate noticed only the shadow. At the same time as Tate noticing the shadow, Zatchel, you notice a sky coach descending towards you guys.
Hey, people, there's a thing coming down at us.
Is it attacking?
Not that I see.
Well, that's the bigger concern. Because now we don't know what it's for.
Jill looks up at the thing and they quickly. Can I do an intelligence check on it?
What are you trying to do?
Identify the ship.
Sure, go ahead.
Hold up. I need like a quick half a
Oh.
second.
As they're doing this, I take it you guys are backing away so the ship can land. You don't want to get crushed.
Yes.
You know, let's just start it off with bang. Yeah, let's get crushed.
I rolled a 1, so I fail at this. Jill just says that looks like just some random like ship. We should get out of the way.
Jill, like you rolled a 1 on intelligence. The boat.
No, they just
Flying
immediately
boat.
assume it's a fucking
Dragon.
Imperial ship. No, they just immediately assume it's an Imperial ship, and they're just gonna gas it. Like they just toss it out. Like, oh, it's probably an Imperial ship, guys. But it's a big ship, so we better move out of the fucking way and let it land.
It's a sky.
Glitch. You know what Jell does when they see the ship? Lean.
As you all are backing away, the ship lands and eventually powers down. As you all are just standing there waiting for something to happen, you hear some footsteps, and if you look in character art, from the ship comes this character.
Well, my friend, hard to get a parking
Oh.
spot in this town, isn't it?
I take it you are, in a very refined British voice, he goes, I take it you are the Oddballs?
Yes, I guess.
Not preferably by that name, but they call us that.
Well, I guess I'm part of the group now.
Oh, there are 5 of you, as said. Though, and he's looking at Zatchel. I must admit I'm confused. I was told you'd be a GIF.
He's a joke.
What?
What?
GIF. What Tate
It's
is.
what Tate is.
Oh,
The hippo people.
makes sense.
Oh, I was thinking of like the peanut butter.
No, I'm just an orc.
Strange. Well, there are 5 of you here, as said. So, if you would please board the ship, I will take you to your destination.
Jill just quickly runs onto the ship without any second thought because they're bored.
Earl's like, What do you need me to get on the ship for? Last time I almost died on one of these.
Well, I must take you to your destination.
Well, what's the destination? What's the job
Sounds
for?
familiar.
I'm afraid that we'll have to wait until you arrive.
Oh, great. All right. I already writ my will.
Bury me with my tea.
Glitch, you sound like Alfred, Batman's butler.
But, Master Wayne. Please, come this way, Master Dune.
You literally sound like Alfred. I follow Gel because, as said, what's with this sassy lost child? I somewhat need to take care of the younger ones.
So the
Rennick,
person is a talking dog?
Talking dog? What? Where did you
Where
get
did you
that?
get to talk?
No, sorry. I was looking in the muted chat.
He's looking at Doug from
Okay,
up.
so
I put the character in character art.
I'm still out of it. I'm sorry. Okay, so Zatchel isn't used to talking to mechanical beings all that much. So he just goes along with what is being said, just takes a sip from the bottle and gets on the boat.
Let me ask you this: is it because of what happened during the last war?
Yes.
So, would you say you're prejudiced against them?
Cautious
Or
more
No,
than
he just
prejudice.
he's cautious and somewhat doesn't really care too much about them.
all right? Still gonna board?
Yep. He's getting on.
Okay, and Brenna.
after snapping out of it, she just nods because she did hear, but she was just too like zoned out to look up.
Yeah, your perception was so bad when the ship landed. Everyone was looking at it. You were facing backwards. Where is
But
it?
she still listened. She turned around and go like, "Yeah,
Oh, there.
okay."
Oh, there. Like, where is it? And then someone just grabs you and turns you around. Oh, all right. Everyone on board. This mechanical being goes back up to the ship, goes to the wheel, and starts the engine. Does anyone want to roll a history check to know what kind of what kind of warforged he is?
Um,
Sure.
No.
Nope.
Earl's gonna try. So
You got this,
just get ready
Earl.
for nothing.
Got this, man.
What kind of check was it?
History.
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 Guys, you're not gonna
history.
believe it. He got a 22.
Hey!
Hey.
17.
Well,
Nice.
with that, oh, you know that this mechanical being, he is a clockwork pugilist. They are bodyguard. They tend to be bodyguards or prized fighters, sometimes used in illegal fighting rings. It's Jill. You've actually been witness to a few.
That is true, indeed. I sometimes go watch them whenever I'm bored.
And not only are they combat automatons, but they have a chance to. They're usually used by their creators to flaunt their wealth and stat and taste. They are made with the finest materials.
Taste? Oh, damn.
They're known, but pretty much they're known for being. They're also known for being really prized pit fighters. Joe would know. They've seen the pugilists knock the heads off some competitors.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, they have the Warforged. We have Tate.
So basically, they're rock sock'em robots.
And Earl has teeth.
Tate, you're the Rock'em Sock'em robot of the Oddballs, so.
So eventually, the Sky Coach takes off, and well, just enjoy a regular trip through the sky to your destination. What do you guys do in the
Joel
meantime?
walks up to the Warforged and they just want to talk with like ask a couple questions about like has it done any fighting and shit? Out of boredom.
If you are referring to me being a tournament fighter or a pit fighter, no. But I have been known to defend my master if needs be.
Oh, you're one of the rich, prissy ones. Oh, this will be interesting to see because I've never met a rich, prissy one before.
I wouldn't. Are you referring to me or my? Are you referring to me or my creator?
You.
I would not call myself prissy.
You know what I'm trying to say, though. You know what I'm trying to imply because a lot of the rich folk are always prissy and weird and rude.
Doesn't mean. So you're saying just because they are, we have to be too?
I mean, in a way, no. A lot of you guys do seem chill. I mean, there's a couple rich folk in this group that are chill, so.
So, while we're waiting, Earl's gonna also ask the Warforge. So, what exactly is this job entails?
All details will be given once you reach your destination, and my master greets you.
And who exactly are we meeting?
We'll see when you get there.
Oh, great. You got any honey on board?
No.
What kind of
What about any
prissy
foods?
rich?
It's a short trip. You'll survive.
L.
Better be paying top of the line. And he stomps off.
Joe follows Earl
Steam pumping.
behind.
No
Steam
matter.
pumping out of his head.
You've made me 1950s whistle steam angry.
Exactly. That is
And Joe
exactly
just simply follows behind because, like, why the fuck not?
Glitch. I turn to the group who are currently in the let's call it discussion with the Warforged, and I shout to them, "You best not anger him. I mean, from what I see, I'm the only one with wings, and if he has this thing crash, there's barely any survivors besides me."
Okay, whatever.
From her small book that she's reading, she looks up at him going like, "Bitch, try me."
I'm just mad they don't got snacks
Yeet,
on board.
ran off. I tried you.
I've mostly just been drinking the bottle.
I'm gonna hand Earl some scones.
Thank you, Tate.
Well, at that moment, you were surprised, Satchel, because you don't recall seeing Take It on the ship.
Like this time, I got on a ship of my own volition, not just drunkenly passed out.
Hey, look at you becoming an adult and things.
Yeah, I wonder what my mom would think of this now.
At that moment, the rest of you are surprised because you also don't recall seeing Take It on the ship.
He just like appears everywhere. Remember about that goblin we totally forgot that he was carrying?
Yeah.
No, he
His
wasn't
weapon.
He wasn't carrying a goblin. That was a kobold.
It was a
Kobold.
dead kobold, which I still have, by the way.
Wait, did you skin the kobold and keep its bones?
No, the kobold is a club.
Oh shoot!
I have improvised weapons proficiency. I can use dead bodies as clubs.
Please tell me that's not
Nobody
Rod.
knows, Glitch. Nobody knows it's still alive, but it's just too scared to say that it's alive.
No, it's dead. It is dead.
But the body is not rotting, is it?
Oh,
That's
I
very
can't smell it.
sanitary. What?
I can't smell it. I lost my sense of smell years ago.
It's been brined in salt water for a month, so it's okay.
It's pickled. He has a pickled dead kobold.
And his name is
Earl
Rick.
can't smell it.
I was about to say, is his name
Wait,
Rick?
his name is Rick.
It's Pickle Rick.
All right, that
damn
was
it!
good. That was good. That was good.
I'll be right back. I need to go to Lou. That one really cracked me.
Only an
Okay.
egg, because that just cracked me up.
I'm gonna say I like to imagine Tate said that in real life, and you all are just crack actually cracking up at the joke. Meanwhile, the pugilist is like, organics.
I mean, we could always fight if you'd like.
I'm not the sporting kind. I only fight if necessary.
Oh, me too.
You fight everybody.
That's because it's
everyone
necessary.
with everyone else.
It's how I make friends.
Can
Look-
we recall to the time where he wanted to make friends with someone by punching them in the face?
We can't be friends if you can't take a punch. That's natural.
I mean, I made friends with that bugbear before I shot him. Okay.
It was a shot of friendship.
Not too long after, guys find yourself in a very fancy-looking district. Anyone want to roll history to see if they recognize it?
Sure.
What did you say, Jill?
Me. I rolled a 19.
Okay, never mind. Okay,
Hold on, let me check if I have any amplifiers.
I just love the me. History. Wait, Jill already got a 19.
Same.
Oh,
So mine's
okay.
21 total.
I literally went down the drain with this when I got a 5.
Oh,
You're just looking up at the sky instead. Oh, pretty sun. All right.
Ooh, I could go for a quick round right now. Just fire.
Jill, you recognize this place. You've never been to it, but you've heard of it. You recognize this place as Platinum Heights. This place caters to Sharn's elite, it's a district that provides a wide range of shops and services of wealthy to aristocratic quality. You guys are technically hitting the big time with this job.
as we get closer to the place, I'm going to look at Jell and be like, if you get caught stealing anything, I will personally snap your neck.
Jill just cackles and giggles around and with like stars coming into their eyes, and they're like, "Oh, shut the hell up!"
No, we don't. We don't steal from the people we work for. Steal from them when we're done.
Oh, you know I'm gonna steal once we're done. You know the shit I'm gonna be taking. You know the stuff I'm gonna be taking. Listen, I'm gonna go ham at this place. This place is fun.
Yeah, but you also have to realize that this place is very expensive, which means their
Even
guards
then,
are very expensive.
The more expensive, the better.
Which means the guards are expensive, which means they're
The
high
better
quality,
loot, though.
which means you'll get caught.
Think about it, though. Better loot, more money.
While
Better
your
those
loot, more
funeral.
fads.
Okay, guys,
While those two are
one
going
at
at
a
it,
time. One at a time. Dune, go ahead.
while those two are talking about all that, since I hear what they're saying, I'll turn to her and ask, do we have to bring that child back alive, or
Remember,
mean me?
we are traveling with a bounty hunter.
If I were to come back to my parents in a coffin or a body bag, like my adoptive ones, I wouldn't hear the end of it in the
whichever
afterlife.
ones you want me to bring you to, if it's my task to bring you in dead or alive, whatever.
I'd rather go back alive.
I was
Then
gonna
don't
say,
steal
Jill, just
things.
steal as much as you want.
Oh,
Higher
I
bounty.
would gladly steal as much stuff as I want.
You see, Joe, here's the concept. You steal things, they put a bounty on your head. I get that bounty, I hunt after you, and depending on how high that bounty is and how they want it, it may be that I am by contract am obligated to kill you. So if you could try and not steal things while we are directly working with or for them, I'd be grateful for that. After that, it's your thing.
I'm not gonna steal everything. I'm just gonna probably maybe steal like a couple things. Yeah.
After about 10 more minutes, you guys arrive at a platform that leads to a very impressive looking mansion. It's decorated with dragon symbolism.
Are we working with the Dragonborns? Jill asked that to the war thing.
But what did you ask?
Are we working with Dragonborn?
Not necessarily. No, like he extends the ramp and gestures, if you please.
Jill just simply nods and walks down the ramp.
I'm going to exit the ship.
Everyone else?
Earl's
Yeah.
gonna follow behind in the back.
We're just gonna also imagine Brenna is following behind because they're still AFK.
No, she stubbed her toe and is on mute. But yes, she's following.
I did say AFK, I think.
No, she's here. She's just muted.
Ah.
It hurt a lot, okay? We don't want any more cussing.
Okay. Alright, as all of you disembark, you are led by the pugilist to the mansion. You will guys walk through a very beautiful garden that's tended to by gardeners.
As everybody walks, Jill looks around frantically in awe because it's so rich. And they're thinking of ways to steal.
Earl whispers over to Dune, "Hey, if she gets a higher bounty for more stuff she steals, that's better for you, ain't it?"
Is there anybody nearby that looks like they may be of like importance as far as like security, like armored people?
There are a couple along the edge of the garden. Not a lot, but a couple.
I'm gonna walk over to one of them, point
Okay.
towards Jell, and be like, "That's a notorious thief. Watch them closely."
No!
The guard just slowly looks at you, Jill, and gives you a very timid. Jill, roll a Constitution saving throw. Roll it with disadvantage.
Oh no!
That's what just watches this happen because he knows better than to stop it.
Hold on, I got a 16. So it's Constitution. I think I have a Constitution as a +2, so 16, so 18.
You do not back down, but very faintly you do feel like you do get the itching feeling of maybe I should be a little careful.
Yeah, makes sense.
After that little debacle, you guys make your way into the mansion, still following the pugilist. Place is very beautiful looking, like very ornate, like well decorated, well cleaned, and it's beautiful, but not in the sense of someone flaunting their wealth, just someone who appreciates good design.
That makes sense. So very nice architecture as opposed to gaudy.
Yeah.
Finally, someone with good taste.
This guy has way too good of a taste. This is suspicious.
Come this way. The pugilist says that he walks down a hall, hands behind his back.
Jill
gonna
follows
follow him.
through.
As they're walking, does anyone want to make? As you guys are going down the hall, anyone want to make chit chat with the pugilist or anything?
Yes, I'm going to ask him what fighting style he prefers.
I suppose it depends on the situation. I have been programmed with a few.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite?
I suppose close quarters.
That was this guy's favorite who turns around to show him the kobold on my back. Unfortunately, he wasn't as good as he thought.
Clearly, like he doesn't have any pupils, but he's clearly giving you like the side eye as he looks at the kobold before turning back. Clearly.
Although now he's better at it because he's a much better weapon than he was a fighter.
Ain't that right? You just make him smile. Yeah.
Joe looks over and laughs.
Isn't that
at
right,
me.
Rick?
Oh, like he's like Brenna, like Zoe. I know you're mute, but he starts puppeteering it like how Brenna does with her character, with her little friend. Alright, eventually, you guys come to a beautiful wooden door, which the pugilist opens, and you are all led into a massive yet beautiful cross between a library and a study. And this is just a very beautiful place. Like there is an aquarium full of rare creatures that catches Jell's attention. There is on the wall rare antique weapons that catches Dune's attention.
Is there a shark in the tank?
No.
Damn.
Glitch. Little information. Roughly the last, let's say, 2 minutes, my headset completely didn't give me any audio.
Oh, you heard. So,
So
can you hear me now?
yeah, I hear you again.
Okay, what
So
I
what
said
was the last
was
thing I need to know?
what I said was you guys were let into a beautiful cross-street study in a library with many beautiful things. A rack of ancient weapons behind a case has caught your attention.
Okay.
Jill ends up running to the area where like the animals are stored, and they just watch the animals in awe.
The aquarium.
Yeah.
Brenna, you see a collection of spell books that you are admiring. Jill, as you're looking in the aquarium, roll investigation.
Sure. Why the hell not? I just rolled a nat 20.
With a nat 20, you are admiring the creatures when suddenly a little noise, like a catches your ears, and when you look closer, you see the most adorable looking slime you've ever seen, looking character art.
Oh,
There's bunnies.
it's so cute.
As you admire it in its cuteness, the little slime is approaching you and kind of looks up at you with its cute little beady eyes as its ears flick, and it like cocks its head as it stares at you.
And then tries to eat you.
No. Jill just kneels down to the animal, like from behind the glass, because I have a feeling that there's like a whole glass pane that's like blocking, and they just try to reach to it, just like placing their hand on it, and they're like, "You will be mine soon. I want you."
You place your hand on the glass. The little slime is kind of like somersaults, like rolls its way to you and bumps against the glass.
Oh.
Not with like a bang, but with a like a like picture that picture that crap. Was it that elephant seal that like ran right into the window in that one video? The
Jill just stares at the little creature in awe, and they mutter like things to themselves about like how they're gonna like steal the little slime.
For those who are
whatnot.
wondering, it is a slime that resembles a sea bunny with a cute little mouth and cute tiny beady eyes.
And there's like a floofy tail as well on the butt.
Oh.
Don't forget about the tail.
I know. We lost 7. Is he okay?
Yeah, he had to go pick up his brother-in-law really quick from work. His truck broke down.
Oh shit!
All right. Earl, Tate, and Zattrel, as your teammates are admiring the different things around the room. What are you three doing?
Earl's gonna kind of not look around, but see who else is in the room other than just the I can't say that word. The robot.
Warforged.
He's called a
Warforged?
clockwork. He's called a clockwork pugilist. But if you want to use
Okay.
Warforged, that's
I
fine.
can't say pugilist is too long of a word
Pugilist.
for me.
You
Pugilist.
could, you know, Earl. That could, you could have used that time in the hall to ask for his name.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
I
same
should've-
thing and look for somebody else in the room.
He's gonna ask for his name now after all that time that we spent with him.
Go ask the rickety rag what his name is.
It's Bolts. It's Bolts. Reginald Bolts.
Bolts with a B or bolts with a V as in Victor?
Volts.
V as in Victor or B as in boy?
Reginald Volts. And
Glitch, you missed a big chance at calling him
not-
Alfred.
I'm not doing that, Dune.
Well, Volts, now that you got us here.
Before anything else can be said, he retreats and closes the door, leaving you guys alone. And Tate,
Well, that was rude.
Tate, as you're looking for someone, roll investigation.
Yay, my first 20 of the night on something odd.
Nat or total?
Nat 20.
As you're walking through the shelves, you do spot someone reading among the shelves of the library. It is a grunge, the frog folk, but something about this one is different. It is a extremely pale, like almost bone white grunge, who looks up at you with very sickly looking eyes.
You are the sick, dead, or have died. Which is it?
Awakened.
So, was dead. Got it.
I mean, close enough. The pain has died down. It's still like pulsating. I'm like, ah.
Like you're just admiring the spell books, Brenna.
So
Yeah,
why
Brenna's
are
just
we
like in
here?
her own little world, just staring at the books, going like, ah.
Okay. Wait, what'd you say, Tate?
I'm gonna look at the grung and be like, why are we here? Who do we need to talk to?
Grung just looks at you before turning away as though staring off into space. And he simply says, "As you wish, sir," before he picks himself up, puts back the book, and walks away.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
Glitch, by how you described that character, my first thought was, chocolate! I remember chocolate!
That's not how he sounds.
No,
but that's the first thought I got with that.
Chocolate. I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Sweet, sweet chocolate. I always hated it! So, hey, as you're following the grung, you see him leading you towards a very ornate door in the far back of the study. He approaches the door, whispers something, it opens and he steps through, and it immediately closes behind him.
Can I roll to see if I can hear what he murmured?
You can try, but it won't be easy. It'll
Okay.
be with disadvantage.
Okay. I'm assuming perception.
It's not only because he's whispering, but because his voice is, as you can tell, it's very hoarse.
Yeah. I'm assuming perception.
Yeah.
My lowest is a 14.
With that, you can barely make out a few words. One of them being Butcher, and the other being Guardian.
Strange fellow.
At that moment, you all hear the door that the pugilist closed open, and you all turn, and Jell, your mouth drops at the person who enters. It is the mysterious elf who gave you a cryptic advice about the package you were after from the train. Arriving, he enters the room in a very beautiful gray silk robe and with green hair and the same green beard. Good afternoon. I'm glad you all have made it. Especially you, my little friend. He just nods towards you. I trust you've been keeping.
Hi.
I trust you've been keeping your little souvenir well.
Jill was just mostly stunned, and they they had basically no words. They weren't expecting the figure that they encountered on the train to have hired them along with others and whatnot. So they were just completely stunned.
You all watch as he strolls toward his desk. What do you guys want to do?
Jill
I
just
would
stays
like
put
to
at where
follow.
they are.
Did you say, dude?
I said I would like to follow to get closer because if he wants to talk to us, then I would more easily, hear it.
Okay.
Earl's gonna kind of take a seat and take some tea out of his chest. It's just raw tea leaves. It's not even like a cup. It's just raw tea leaves.
I want to say a dumb joke, but I'm trying to hold it back.
We ain't smoking the leaves. He's just gonna eat
I'm
it
just
raw.
gonna say in the mute VC.
So I have a question. Earl's basically Frankie from One Piece, but with tea.
How do we even know who Frankie is?
Don't worry about it. So Jell is dumbfounded. Dune is following. Earl is shaking with his tea. How about the rest of you?
I'm gonna follow the individual when I see them.
All right.
Brenna is gonna like shakily grab one of the books after staring at it all this time and then try to read one of them. She's like, oh my god, this is like a dream come true. I don't want to break it.
As you look through the book, you see it's a bunch of spells and history that you've never heard of before. Like you're just like flipping through the page. You're not even reading. You're just flipping through the pages at this point. Like,
But gently, because she doesn't want to break it.
yeah. The elf arrives at the desk and pulls out a chair and slowly sits down. I trust you all have been enjoying your time here. I can see you are admiring my collections.
Oh.
Brenna just stops and just stares like a little gremlin going like, oh.
Did you know that there was a half-dead frog in your library?
Oh yes. Oh him. Oh yes. He's an old friend.
I thought he
Okay.
was a
Looks
ghost.
at Tate with his glove.
Is that a kobold on your back?
Yes, only this one's fully dead. And brined.
Intriguing. Is he a snack for the road?
I mean, if I get hungry enough, like I said, it's been pickled.
It's not only pickled, it's pickering!
For fuck's sake.
Have the rest of you going to approach him at his desk?
Jill is just gonna stay where the fuck they are, because they don't know what to do, and they want to just get back to admiring the sea bunny.
At the desk, are there like chairs on the other side of it?
No, but but it is in front of like a little like space where like sofas and like tables are.
Okay, Dune's gonna go straight and sit on a sofa.
I'm gonna grab a chair nearby and put it in front of the desk and sit down and be like, "What do you need?"
Earl's just gonna kind of stand.
I'm guessing Zatrol's going to sit down too.
Probably.
Brenna, how about you?
Brenna is gonna close the book and gently put it back and just go and sit down nearby. Even if it's on the floor, she'll just sit down and go like, "I'm sorry, I did not mean to open it up without permission."
No, you're more than fine. I'm not the kind of person who just keeps everything behind a glass. Not unless it's dangerous.
So that means the sea bunny in here is dangerous.
No, they just need water.
Oh.
They just
Duh.
went
that.
along with it.
Otherwise,
I
they'd
mean-
be dehydrated as a kobold.
I mean, they can survive outside of water for a limited time, but now and then they need a refresher. Would you like to hold it?
Please! Joe says extremely excitedly as they just jump.
Very well.
Like,
He
yes, please.
he stands up and blinks over to you, briefly startling you. The sea urchin the sea urchin and the other creatures do briefly respond to him too. He makes a certain hand gesture towards the sea urchin, who seems to understand as it starts to roll off to the side of the aquarium. And he walks over to that side, and you notice the sea bunny suddenly disappear. And he then pulls out a little tray, and it pops its little head out, doing another one of its little peeps. Joe, I could not. Joe, we could not hear a word you said. You cut out so much.
You broke Gel. Congratulations.
It's so fucking cute.
Yep, you broke her.
You gotta rush over and
Broke
pick
him.
him. You gotta rush over and pick it up.
Glitch. All I can describe this as is swooning gel noises.
As you pick it up, it feels squishy and like damp from the water, but it's for the most part, it also feels pretty soft and smooth. It's and a little bumpy because of all the dots on it.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he does another.
Glitch, you gotta kill gel at some point with this.
I like to imagine you just right now smushing it into your face. Like,
This is what I'm doing with my actual plushie, by the way.
That's adorable.
I knew the moment I introduced this little thing, you were gonna be so happy. You actually,
Why am I sobbing?
you're actually crying? I'm sorry.
You broke them. Like I said. How do you
Yeah,
plead?
I literally said it as well. You gotta break gel.
I'm fine. Cuteness overload just by even the thought of all of this.
I really want to do artwork of Joe getting to hold it up. God, I really want to see artwork of
Can
that.
someone please do that? Anybody listening, please do that. That would be so cute.
Hold on. As Joe holds and hugs the sea bunny, like protectively and whatnot.
It's a sea bunny slime.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I know.
It's cold out here. Why? Whatever. Anyways, as Joe hugs and holds the sea bunny in their arms, like cradling it in their arms, they ask the elf, like, "Can I keep it? So cute. I want to keep it."
I don't see the harm. I have more than one, and at that moment, you see 5 more approach the glass.
Oh
So
no.
immediately, just like, you know that moment whenever somebody gets like a cuteness overload in anime and they get like a nosebleed? That's what's happening with Joe right now. They just fall back holding the sea bunny to their chest, and they
Not to
Are
be
you-
the
are you-
bearer of bad
are you-
news.
Are you unconscious?
they fall not unconscious. They just fall to their back because cuteness overload from all the sea bunny slime.
Gel is actively dying right now.
The elf blinks again, but this time Joe goes with them, and she ends up on one of the sofas as he sits back down in his chair. Well then, now that is out of the way, shall we begin? And with that, we're gonna end it there. Thank you all so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed I hope you enjoyed the start of Chapter 3. We're back, baby!
Yeah.
So until next time, you all have a very good night, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye!
Bye.